Hello and welcome back to Mario Picross. It's time to diggy diggy some more holes in these Picross thingies. Yes, I want a hint. I always want a hint because I'm cheap. Why did you give me the 10? No thank you. I already knew. That was 10. Picross is still awesome. And okay, well, I've solved that one. And this one. And this one. Wow. That was a quick start. Sweet. And this is 4 and 2. So yeah, I'm still going to continue to try and explain this game to you. And maybe you will get it one day. I've already had a couple of viewers tell me that they still don't understand the game, even after I explained it, and that's fine. I'm not the best at explaining games. So I'll try again, starting with the basics. That 2 over there. 2 means there is a row of 2 blocks exactly, somewhere on that row that I can chisel. The space between the 2 and the 7 means there is at least 1 block in between the 2 numbers. And the 7 means that there is a row of 7 there. So, because there's at least 1 block between the 2 and the 7, adding the numbers 7 and 2 together gives you 9, and then 1 additional block gives you 10. So you know that that entire row is 2 with 1 space and 7. Because of that. And right here, this is 7 only, and this was already chiseled out because of the 4 up there. Since there's only 1 number, that means that anywhere that it is chiseled, you know for a fact that there aren't going to be a gap between, it won't be 3 and 1, it'll be a row of 4 only. So you can't have any blocks here or here or here. And this was already solved because of the hint. So this block right here was chiseled out because I solved the 2, 4, 2, plus 1 equals 10. So I knew that this whole row was 4, and since this started off the row and 7 was the only number, I could go all the way across at 7. 6 right there, that means this has to be chiseled because there can't be a gap between the two squares. And then we come here, since this is already 2, I know that these can't be chiseled. And 9, that has to be 1. This can't be 1, this can't be 1, so that has to be it. And it's a cactus. I like the crazy, weird music in this game. Boo-doo, boop, boo-doo, boop. I love everything about this game. I even like the drab colors in the, in the board there. Alright, I figured that one out in, I guess that means 2 minutes and something words. The Super Nintendo version of this game, Mario Super No Picross, or Mario No Super Picross, something like that. It shows the picture that you've finished, and in this game, that's one thing that I would change about this game, is the ability to see what you've solved. Okay, so 5 right here. This block right here has to be part of the 5 because it was already chiseled out, so just assuming that it goes this way, 2, 3, 4, 5, it can't stretch all the way up to here. And 2, 3, 4, 5. It can stretch all the way down to there. So I know for a fact that this block right here can't be part of that. And because of that, this block right here is only 1 wide, and the number on this row is a 2, so I know it can't be there either. And since there is a gap between 3 and 2, up at the top of the screen right there, you see the 3, and the 2, this is the gap between the 3 and the 2, at least. So this is 4 wide, so I know that this can be chiseled because it could go 1, 2, 3 this way, or it can go 1, 2, 3 this way. So I know that those can be chiseled. This side right here, it has to be where the 2 is because I can't put a spacer here and another one here. But I can use this to deduce this 1 and 8, that this is not part of the 2, right? This space right here. Because 8 plus 1 plus the space is 10. So I can chisel all of this out. And since there's 2 right here, 3, 4, 5, that means this can't be part of it. And this can't be a block because we've already finished that row. So I know that at least this can be chiseled because it can be either 1, 2 this way or 1, 2 this way. And starting from the edge here, I have to assume that this is not part of the solution right here because it hasn't been chiseled yet, so I don't know. So let's assume that it might be a space and count it. 1, 2, 3. They've been chiseled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that was 7 blocks. So I know that it can't reach to here because that would be 9 from here. It'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the same with this. Assuming these might be them, 1, 2, and then this is chiseled 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's 4 blocks, so 5, 6, and these can't be part of it. Okay, and then I just kind of work around to feel it out. Since there's only one number on this row that says 8, since I'm up against the wall, the number 8 goes from the bottom all the way up to 8, and past this black line right here, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And then looking over there to the left, there's a 3 right there. Because this can't be the 4 because I can't have a 3 on the left side of this pattern. It has to be on the right side. So that means that these 3 I know can be chiseled, and I don't know for certain what these are. Then we'll come down here again. This is 8 and 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, plus the space is 10. So I know that this whole row can be chiseled out. And so I just kind of look at where I stop and go from there. There's a 2 on this row, so I know it can't go this far or this far. And also there's a 5 on this row. So assuming this might be it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this can't be it either. So there's a 7 here, and an 8 here, and an 8 here. And since they're solid numbers, I know that all of these spaces with gaps in between them have to be touching at least. And 2 plus 1 plus 7 is 10, so this whole row can be chiseled. And 2, 3, 4, 5, so that whole row's done. This is 4, 5, 6, okay. This has to be a 2 here, which means that this is the top of 5 because this can't be chiseled. So 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's the whole row, so that's done. Which means this 8 right here starts here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this has to be a 2 because up at the top it says 3 and 2. I haven't figured out the 3 yet. Well, I can because this is a 10 right here. So the 1 won't be there. And so the 6 starts here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that means this 8 is right, this 8 is right, this 7 is right. This can't be the other half of the 2 on the left there because there's not a gap in this row. It's an 8 only. So that's where the 2 goes, and then that 2 drops down on top of the 7. The rest of the 7 goes there, and it appears to be an apple or a peach or something. That music is so cool. It's almost enigmatic. It works perfectly for a puzzle game. I hope I'm explaining this well without making you feel stupid, because I don't want to over-explain things. I had teachers I had teachers in high school that talked to us like we were kindergartners, and I don't want to be doing that. But again, there might be kindergartners watching me, so I don't know. I block those off because it's a 0. I can't have anything on that row. And see, this is a 9 right here, and since there's a 0 here, then that means essentially the rest of my square is a 9 by 9. So this goes all the way across. This can't be 1, this can't be 1, because there's no gap between the 5 and the 3, and there's not 5. This isn't 5 blocks, it's only 1. Can't be a 5 because the top one's a 5. I don't know about this one or this one. Can't be this one, can't be this one. So from the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from the top, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are the possibilities there. Since this is chiseled, block that off and block that off, because this can be 3 or this can be 3. 2 and 6, 2 plus 6 plus 1 is 9, so this whole row can be chiseled out. And 1 plus 5 plus 1 is not 9, so I don't know exactly right here. But I can assume that this is part of the 5. And I'm just going to go, let's see, let's assume this is a 1 and a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as far as I can go as a guess. And then, if we look at this row right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5, and then there's a space, and then there's a 1. So I already know the solution to this because there's only enough space for 5 plus 1 plus 1. 5 plus space plus 1. This has to be part of the 5. This has to be part of the 6. 1, 3, that row's already solved. 1, 2, 1. See, this could be the 1 or the 2. I don't know. But since it's part of since the 3 can only fit in this gap, and I can't have 2. I can't have 7 wide here because of 3 space 3. So this has to be one of the 3s. Oops. So that means this has to be the 2. So then put the space there, and there has to be at least a 1 below the 2. So I can chisel that, and I can actually chisel all of this because that was 5 wide cumulatively. So these 3 spaces here are still in question for that 1 on this row, this column. This is 3 already. This can be chiseled at least, so that gives me the space. So 1 space, and then 4 plus 1 is 5. There we go. So this has to be the 3, so this can't be a thing. This has to be the 3 because there can't be anything smaller than a 3 right there between those 2 spaces. So if you look up there, it says 5, 1. So that means this can't be longer than 1, and this can't be longer than 1 on the 6 one. This can't be any longer than that, so that's 1, 1, and here's the other one. See, this is the only space left to chisel on this row. So that makes that 5, so then that means this is where the 1 goes here. And I'm going to assume because of the pattern, and because of the remainder of the 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's where the 1 goes. What is that, a Hershey Kiss? What is that, a mushroom? A chestnut? Wow. It's Toad! It's Toad's head. It's his chestnut wig. Alright, so we're going to try one more of these, and I'm going to go faster. And I want you to tell me in the comments whether or not you were able to keep up with me. So, we'll start off with the hint. Okay, we have the 5. I mean, the 3 and the 2 here. So, on the left there, this can go out to at least here. This has to be the 1. I don't know on this one yet. This is part of the 2, part of the 2. This can't be 5. So, up here at the top, this has to be 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. And then this has to be part of the 2 here, so this row is finished. So there's the 1. This is 2. So this has to be 2, so this row is done. And sometimes I might say row and column incorrectly. I might mix the 2 words up. Let's start there, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 can't be a space, so that has to be the 1. So this is good. That's good. Okay, this has to be the 3. 2, 3. Okay. Let's see, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 2. This row's done. Okay, let's see. This can't be it, and this can't be it. So let's see, 3, 4, 5. And that's the 2. So there's 4 left on this row. Column, I mean. 2 and 1, so this row's done. So that means this is where the 5 connects, and there's the 2 there. So this column is done. This has to be the 2. That means this column is done. And this has to be the 4. And this has to be 4. So there we go. That was it. It looks like an egg over easy. A fried egg. A donut. That is not a donut. Wow. I'm actually going to try one more. I want to see if this is the 15s. Nope, we're still in the 10s. Alright, I'm going to try to go a little faster on this one. Alright, there's a 10. Okay, 10, 10, 10. I'm going all the way around the border because I know that that's where it has to be. Blank, 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 blank. 3. This has to be a 5. This has to be a 5. So 3, 3, 3. And this has to be 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. This is 1 and 1, 2 and 4, 1 and 5, 4 and 5, 1 and 1, 4 and 5. Looks like a fork and a knife, or a pitchfork and a knife. A knife and fork? No, that's not the order they are in. That's a fork and a knife. Come on, left to right, guys. Alright, this has been Mario Picross. I'm Tarquin. Thanks for watching. Bye.